Satnam. Something very simple for you to do. Yogi Bhajan said that if you recite this for 25 times a day, 25 times a day, you will start to be able to vibrate infinity and all of the energy that is associated with that. So everything that is the universe, every cell of your body, you can start to vibrate by this one line, this one mantra, this one japa recitation. A recitation of Ang Sang Wahe Guru. Ang Sang Wahe Guru. 25 times. No ceremony about it, no tuning in. He said if you want to do this on the toilet, do it on the toilet. What it's going to help do is help to bring up your sense of self-experience, your self-experience in the way that you can understand what flows through you. Always. We just ignore it. So all you're doing by reciting this 25 times is you are reminding yourself that your experiences are your guru. Guru, that which brings you from darkness to light. Guru. You get that through your experiences. From your experience, you will get an understanding. And from that experience, we can love. Love in the way that we can connect to all. That is the power of Ang Sang Wahe Guru. So, why don't we just sit for a minute, unceremoniously. We will just recite it 25 times, eyes open, eyes closed, doesn't matter. Sitting down, standing up, walking, who cares? This is something to do for yourself every day to have a sense of self-experience. So out of your experience, you'll have an understanding. And from that understanding will come the love or the connection to the divine, the connection to the all that is, all that was, all that ever will be. Sounds good, yes? All right. 25 times. Ang Sang Wahe Guru, 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 Ang Sang Wahe Guru. That's it. 25 times. You do that every single day. Start to feel the vibration. Again, you don't have to sit. You can, as he said, be on the toilet and do this. Ang Sang Wahe Guru. Get an experience, have an understanding, connect by love through the entire cosmos. All of that universal energy can come through you and vibrate into every single cell of your body, just with that simple Ang Sang Wahe Guru. So, practice that. Make it part of your morning day. Do it on the toilet. Do it driving in the car, but do it. So that's the end. For those of you that want to continue with Ang Sang Wahe Guru, you can use that as a self-healing. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So for those of you who just want to have something quick that you can do, you're welcome to leave the video. For those of you that want to stick around for a little bit, I'm going to show you a Kriya and share with you a Kriya for self-healing using that mantra Ang Sang Wahe Guru. Okay? So we will tune in for this. This is a Kriya, so because it is a Kriya, we will tune in for this with the Adi mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Recited 3 times. That mantra again is a thankfulness, it's a gratitude, it's a calling upon one's higher self, it is a bowing to that wisdom that is around us as well as within us. Please take a nice, long, slow, deep breath. And then exhale. And a nice, long, slow, deep breath. And then exhale. And then a long, slow, deep breath to begin. Inhale. Last time, inhale deep. Now inhale deeply and hold the breath this time. Exhale. Okay, using the same mantra, we can direct this energy. We can direct this energy to have a self-healing effect on us. Aung Sung Waheguru, and we're going to listen to Niranjan Kaur's version of Aung Sung Waheguru. It sort of will start out like a march, and it's interesting listening to it. When I first started doing it and listening to it, it was just like, this is like a march. And it's sort of like that, I guess. It's sort of like you saying that, hey, yeah, I'm marching forward. And it's actually a nice rhythm to it. So, Aung Sung Waheguru. So when we say it, try as best you can to use your tongue to pronounce all the words. When you do that, you're going to flick the top of your upper palate. And by doing that, you're going to be stimulating a meridian point up there. This is a very easy position to do. Now, we're not going to do the full meditation because the full meditation is 31 minutes long. And we'll do it for several minutes so you can get the hang of it. And if you want to continue, I'll put a link in the description of the channel. And you can get Niranjan Kaur's version of this, and then you just play it over and over again up to the 31 minutes. And that's it. It's a very easy thing to do. So what we're going to do is you're going to just grab onto your shoulders. So you're going to take your right hand and you're going to grab onto your shoulder. And then you're going to take your left hand, and then that goes over the other arm so that your shoulders are carrying the weight. So your fingertips are sort of grabbing onto the back of your shoulders. They're going to carry the weight. The shoulders are going to carry the weight. And what we're going to do is we're going to just sit in this position. We're going to sit tall, close our eyes, and we're just going to chant along with Niranjan Kaur, Aung Sung Waheguru, so that we can vibrate that mantra through every cell of our body, and we can create a self-healing. Let the shoulders take the weight of the body. Sit tall, chest out, chin in, eyes closed. Here we go. Do it for a few minutes. Again, right arm, left arm on top. Sit tall, close the eyes. Let the shoulders take the weight. Aung Sung Waheguru, and use the tip of your tongue. Aung Sung Waheguru, Aung Sung Waheguru, Aung Sung Waheguru, Aung Sung Waheguru, Angsang 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 Waheguru, Ang Sang 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 Waheguru. And you will continue that for 31 minutes. When you're finished with it, you stay in that position, you take in a nice, long, slow, deep breath, and you'll hold it. And then you'll let go. And that's the end of the meditation. So, that uses Ang Sang Waheguru to create a mudra, which is what the arm position is. You create a mudra with the body. Mudra is generally the hands and the fingers, and it's a gesture. Mudra means gesture. But this is a body position, which also can be called a mudra. So you put your arms in that position, you allow the shoulders to take on the burden, which is what they're good at. That's what our shoulders do. They represent taking on the weight. So you'll sit tall and allow your spine to continue to get stronger. As you're holding on, as your shoulders want to come forward, don't let your spine collapse. Stay tall. This creates a good strong base for your spine, gets you to sit up tall, improves your posture, helps the energy to flow. Ang Sang Waheguru. Even in that very short amount of time, I can feel a shift in me. I can feel a sense of calm about me. And that was only several minutes. That was not very long. So this prayer, again, 31 minutes long. Do it. Really, really helpful, and it really works. So if you've got ailments that you want to work on, if your spirit is low, Ang Sang Waheguru. Have an experience, get an understanding from that experience, and allow that experience and understanding to blossom into love. As always, I wish you well. Sat Nam.